back, fellow collectors, the Braves Toy Review. I am your host, and this is an exciting episode of Braves Toy Review because why? We are doing a review of SpiderGwen. Yeah. So, I've been grabbing the SpiderGwen comic books. Haven't read any of them yet. Haven't gotten a chance to read any of them yet. But something about it, I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the cover. I'm judging a book by its cover. Now, here's the problem. I have an issue because Gwen is dead. Gwen is dead. So is it zombie Spider Gwen that I'm reading? I don't know. Or not reading. I don't know. But she's alive now because all of this stuff happened in the Spider-Verse. All this crazy crap that Marvel's doing. Changing storylines and all of this stuff. Shit. So I'm still getting used to the whole idea of Spider-Gwen being Spider-Gwen instead of being dead. Because as you know, like back in the day, Gwen Stacy was actually one of Peter's first love interests back from when he was going to college at Empire State University. There's been a lot of different versions of the story, whereas he knows Gwen from high school. He knows Gwen here. Just depending on what form of the media you're watching, it's a different story. But the true story from Marvel, from the Marvel Universe, from back in the day, where it started, where we're going to stick with, is that Gwen Stacy was actually a student at Empire State University with him. And then, of course, you had the beautiful Mary Jane trying to get some Peter Parker love and time, right? So she was kind of in the middle of the whole thing. Eventually, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Gwen Stacy got together and they had a relationship. Now, here's a little known fact about that relationship. Gwen Stacy was stepping out on Peter Parker. Yeah, with Osborn, right? Norman Osborn, and they had two kids, a boy and a girl, who are at this point will be grown. Now that seems to be omitted from prominent storylines of today. I haven't read the Spider-Gwen story yet, so I'm not sure if they actually play a part in that, but I'm going to assume that they don't since it's a whole Spider-Verse deal. I don't know. I've done a lot of talking. Let's get in this motherfucking packaging. So taking a look at the actual figure, I'm pleased with the overall outcome. The body sculpt that they use for Spider-Gwen has been used multiple times. I think this is actually the body sculpt for the shorter Spider-Girl. There's been so many of them, just like Spider-Man, just like Venom. They keep on dumping them out. Now, the cool thing about this particular figure is she comes with a replaceable head, which is you get the hood on head, you get the mask off head with her hair and her face, her shiny face, and then she has her hood down. She also comes with the metal ball for the Absorbing Man, which looks remarkably like the fucking ball from the Wrecking Crew guys. So I don't know why that would be, I don't know why that's stupid. So yeah, in my opinion, it's stupid. So do with that what you will. Actual figure itself is pretty good. You get a really great range of motion out of her articulation, starting off at her head. Of course, her head is on a ball joint. The mask is not fixed to the hood, so if you take the head off, the mask can actually be off as well. You can put the head back on and not have the mask on, or you can put on the replacement head with the mask down. It's your choice, do what you will, but it's on a ball and a hinge, so she gets a really great range of motion. Now, you will notice that when you put her head all the way back, it kind of looks weird. The hood kind of adjusts backwards. You got to push it down to make it look right. The costume itself is really dope. The colors go together well. It's basically a black sculpt with white over it, giving her kind of a bikini top look. And then under the armpits there, she has a little bit of webbing look to it. The webbing is in blue. Then you have a burgundy for the base that contrasts with the blue. So that looks really nice. Now, she does have a ab crunch by way of a ball peg in her torso, and then there is no hip swivel. That's kind of sad. I noticed that with the female figures in most cases when they give them the upper torso on that ball, then there is no swivel at the waist, and that's kind of stupid. So hey, you make it happen. On her, going down to her hips, you have the universal joint there in her hips, upper thigh, which gives you a good range of motion. But as you've seen with the other Spider Girl, I guess you call her Spider Girl. I don't know. There's so many of them. There's so many. you get a limited range of motion because the hip bone kind of cuts down onto the thigh, and I think that's just something you need to work on as far as shaving it up here in this area. It may add a lot of space there, but more of a complete range of motion. And for a Spider-Man figure, Spider-Woman figure, you want it to be dynamic, right? You get an upper thigh swivel, really nice, and it's not fused, and you get a double articulated knee, as you typically do with the Marvel Legends figure. At the calf point, you get a swivel, and then of course you get a swivel on the foot with a hinge, and that swivel acts as if it's also going to be, it might be as well used as the freaking, I'm just saying a lot of words so I can remember that I'm trying to come up with a rocker is the word that I'm looking for, and I just found it, so now I'm saying it, rocker. But you don't really get a rocker. What you get is that pivot thing. No toe articulation, but you typically don't get that in a Marvel Legends figure nowadays. Anyways, so on the back, take a pretty good look at her costume, and you can see she's got her own spider dynamic emblem overall deal going on, and it looks really good, especially to be the first SpiderGwen figure. And it makes me wonder at this point, will we be seeing more from the Spider-Verse, more Spider-Verse characters? We've seen so many Spider-Man figures, one might say we don't need any more Spider-Man figures, but I'm going to be honest and say that I think I would be happy to get that noir, Spider Noir, whatever the hell, however you say it. Hey, that's the one I want. So final thoughts on this figure. What do you think I want to say? You think I want to say it sucks? No, I'm not going to say it sucks. I actually like it. I really love this. The standout thing on this figure overall, the standout portion on this figure is definitely found in the hood, the inside of the hood, because you get the webbing design inside of the hood, and then around the eyes, you get the Spider-Woman eyes, the Spider-Gwen eyes, but then you have a nice, what is that, like a soft pink or a soft burgundy kind of airbrushing around it to really accent the eyes, as well as a nice outline on the eyes, and it really looks good. So this figure was done very well, and I could definitely recommend this one. Sometimes I'll say don't get it, sometimes I'll say do get it, sometimes I'll say hey, make up your own fucking mind. But in this case, I'm going to recommend the figure because for one thing, she's a harder one to find out of the wave. Everyone's looking for her right now, so hey, get to Toys R Us, get to Walmart, get to Target, and get yours. For anyone looking for this figure who hasn't found this figure yet, check out Walmart. They're doing end caps. Hey, this has been Brave's Toy Review. I am your host, Brave. I'm fucking balls awesome. So that says something about you because you're watching my review. By the way, I'm humble. Hey, until next time, out of here!